Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be doing something to the KLX300 that I've been promising to do for a while, and we're going to do it with a little special guest. Here today with us in the garage working on the bike is my lovely wife, Patricia. So I'm going to introduce her to you in just a minute. She thinks that she can install this skid plate in under 15 minutes. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but that was what she challenged me, and I accepted her. Right now, it's 6:17 on Tuesday, April 13th. We're not going to start the timer right now, but I'll show you the watch again when it's time for her to start work. She's going to do it all on her own. I'm not going to help her at all. I might hold it while she puts a screw in, but only because she would come do that for me if that was the case. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Patricia. Hey everyone, here is, could you say your name and tell us what you're doing today?
Patricia?
What are you doing?
It feels like you're too close to me.
I can take care of all that afterwards.
So today I'm going to install this skid plate on this KLX300 motorcycle.
Dual sport. It's a dual sport.
Why is that important?
Because there's a Kawasaki KLX300R that's a dirt bike, a real dirt bike.
Would you put a skid plate on a motorcycle that's not a dual sport?
You would.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to be installing the skid plate by who? Who made that skid plate?
Oh, this is Ricochet off-road armor.
Ricochet off-road armor. And they made a skid plate for a 2021?
You can install it on the KLX250, 250S, 300, or the KLX300R.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and install that today on this bike, huh?
I am.
You are. Okay, well, let me get a minute. Give me a minute. Let me get the camera all ready, and we'll see. How long do you think it's going to take you to do it?
I don't know. We'll see, because I've never done this before.
You don't have any experience?
No.
So why are you working on my bike with no experience?
Because, well, first of all, you're going to install this over mud.
Yeah, so?
So it's going to be clean.
Well, because I cleaned it.
Yeah, I know, because I wasn't going to install it on a dirty bike.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, give me a minute. Let me get my other camera ready, and we'll see what happens.
Well, first I'm going to tell you what you need. You need your skid plate. So we got that, and that came from Ricochet. Well, it all came from Ricochet. But then you're going to need this ratchet. It's 8mm.
Okay.
And this is to take the old one off. And then to put the new one on, you're going to need these Allen bolts. You can use Allen wrenches, but the size that we've got here is 3/16, and this is 5/32s, 5/32. And then we've got, these two came with the skid plate, and so did these bolts and washers, and also the Loctite that's going to go on there.
Did they send you the Loctite?
No, we had to get that separate.
Okay. Did that come from?
That was already in the toolbox.
Oh, okay.
And then we have our instructions here, which I had to dig out
You're
of
going
the
to throw those
trash,
away, right?
because my husband said that we don't need
We don't need directions.
directions, but I reminded him that
Only wimps and women use directions.
we have directions. So
All right, fine.
the first thing we're going to do is use our 8mm ratchet to take off the old skid plate. I don't even know why they call it a skid plate. They might as well not have anything on there.
Yeah, that's right. And you don't even know anything about bikes. So which direction you going with that?
Well, it's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So.
Ah, you know that. That's impressive.
Well, I knew it before my husband told me. You learn it in elementary school.
You mean back over here when you were trying to loosen it up by going the wrong direction?
Well, I didn't know, because this is a Kawasaki, so I don't know. They do things backwards in other countries.
Oh, Japan.
Yeah.
Those coming out pretty easy.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot to show them the time. It is 6:29. She started about 2 minutes ago.
Well, you said as long as it would take me to install it. I haven't started the installation yet. I'm still.
Oh, that's the installation process starts when you disassemble it. But we'll let that slide. That's fine. That's a technicality. How many bolts are holding that skid plate in?
There's only 4, but it's so tiny. You don't really need any more than that. Oh, maybe because I had loosened those in the front a little bit.
Oh yeah, that might be it.
Oops, sorry.
Round them off.
Rookie mistake.
It is classic Ricky move right there. Here's a pro tip. You might want to just like hold it up there. I guess I could do it for you.
All right, so you saw how little that covered, and see that
Wow.
there's still mud in there.
What about those rubber pieces?
You didn't get it.
What if we take them? No, we're not going to need them.
I don't think that there's any place for them in the with the new one.
Do you want to look and see? So the OEM skid plate comes with these rubber
Oh, maybe you could.
stops.
They go
No, I
here?
think there's some bolts that are going to go there, isn't there?
So let's see. This will fit. This is gonna fit this way because you're gonna have these.
Hear how it's ringing?
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you about.
You're gonna have to put these up here, so it's gonna go, and then you have your drain hole. That's got to fit right. So it's gonna go something like this. The
So we'll just
directions
get
say to
those.
start the install with 2 center mounts.
Okay, that's probably these then, in the center.
Yeah. So
They're going to be the shorter bolts, I think.
they're 6 by 30.
Yeah, the other ones are probably 6 by 45 or 40s.
Are you sure?
Not sure, but I could measure if you want.
Yeah, I'd like you to measure it.
Okay.
I want to be sure.
All right. You hear that? Just don't even take my word for it. Took
These
the
are
metric
30
system.
and these are 20.
Only the Japanese and the Canadians and the British. And I guess the rest of the world outside of America uses the metric system.
All right.
All right, so you got an answer? Which bolts are going to go in the middle?
So it's going to be the 30. It says 30.
I'm going to, before you go doing that, we're
Yeah.
going to take some time off. Why are we taking some time off? Because we had to measure things, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to let people know that it's now 6:36. So that's because we had to make sure we were using the right bolts in the right place.
And the front ones you have to put a washer on.
You have to put a washer on the ones that go in the middle here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says button head bolts with washers.
Okay.
I just can't get it lined up. I'm going to have to lay down.
How's it going?
I'm having trouble getting it lined up.
So here's one hole. Let me get the viewer on here. So here's one hole and here's the other one. So those are what you're going to be looking for with these holes. And you're saying
Yeah,
they're-
but look whenever I put it up there. Look how far away it is. I need a longer bolt. Okay, I think I got it started going in. Well, see, that's just the start of it. Now
That's
I don't have
fine.
any room to put, well, how am I going to put Loctite on?
We'll get to that. Don't worry about it. Put your other one in the same amount. This is not a complicated thing. I just don't expect you to understand it.
Stop. Stop being condescending to me.
And then you'll take one bolt out at a time. Put some Loctite, put it back in, tighten it down. Take this one out, Loctite,
After
put
as
it
long
back
as
in.
it took me just to get these
That's right.
started.
That's right.
Now, these are going to be a little bit tricky.
That's an interesting technique there. What you doing?
I'm trying to put these on. Oh, no. Now I'll see what happens.
What did I say to you earlier?
About what?
That it'd be easier to do what, probably?
Well, you had the thing off. You had it off before.
Yeah, and I said that'd be when it'd be time to put them onto the pan. You said, no, I'm not doing it that way.
No, I wasn't doing that. Hold on.
What happens? You drop one?
Yeah,
I feel it, but I can't get it.
I know you can't.
Are they magnetic?
I don't know.
I got a magnet.
You should have never had me do this.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people out there that don't have any experience, and they're thinking about doing this same job. So you're the perfect person to do it.
Yeah.
That's it. Look at. Can you see down here? Can you see your threaded hole?
Yeah.
That's all you need. That right there. I'll hold it. Get your bolt. Start
Yeah,
it
but
in.
I can't put these on yet
Hold. Why not?
because I have to put these back in.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
The only thing that you're gonna do is hold stuff for me.
All right.
All right. There.
Well, look at that. Would you just look at that?
I feel like you're being condescending.
I'm never condescending.
All right, so now,
That's it?
that's it so far. Now we've got to do the rear ones, the two rear ones. Now I got to look to see, ouch.
Oh, watch the ratchet.
I'm going to see if they're lined up. Yeah, these are lined up pretty good back here.
So you're just looking at that?
I'm too close, I really can't see anything.
Your head's right under the bike.
I know.
So that's about how much ground clearance the bike has and how tall my wife's head is. So I think it's like
Are you trying to say
9.5. I'm not trying to say
Big
anything.
head?
Not trying to say anything.
You just
I
said
don't think
it.
you have a big head.
I'm not trying to say anything, you just said it.
I'm not saying you have a big head at all.
I just have a giraffe neck.
I didn't say anything about your giraffe neck. You did. It's taking a long time to get those bolts started, huh?
Well, it's not going in straight. This one's not going in straight. I don't know what the deal is. Probably because I can't see it very good. It's like it starts to go, but then it,
Can you see the hole in there?
yeah. It gets to a point where it starts to turn. You know what you know when you're putting in a screw and it doesn't want to go in straight and it starts to go in
Cross-threaded? Don't cross-thread it.
Yeah, that's what it's trying to do.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Well, we're just going to save that one for last. As we recommend using a little bit of blue Loctite, specifically blue, oh, I just ripped it, Loctite
Good job.
on each bolt to keep them secure and from vibrating loose. That's the purpose of Loctite, is to keep them secure and from vibrating loose.
Okay.
All right, so this says we have to start with the rear mounts and begin, so I can't save that one for last because I gotta start with it.
Save what one for last? The one that's
The rear mount,
all jacked up?
the jacked up one.
Do you want me to look at it for you?
Yeah, you can just,
I don't want
Sometimes
to. I don't want to drill and tap a hole that you cross-thread. So
sometimes you just gotta look at it. and
sometimes
I
you just
think-
got to look at
I
it.
think if you just look at it, then it'd be fine.
Okay, I'm just going to look at it then.
Okay.
I'm going to put the.
When you hand it to somebody, that implies that it went from one hand to the other.
Well,
You said, do you want shop towels? When we were over there looking for them.
oh, I'm sorry. I hit you.
Yeah.
What's the ugly face for?
I just got a whiff of dog poop. You probably need some elevator music here. This is gonna take a while. Well, I'm supposed to tighten these all the way down.
Just listen to your husband and not the directions. And then you go through and tighten them all. Do you know the torque specs?
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
What do I need that for?
Exactly.
Do you know the torque specs?
I do, as a matter of fact.
What are they?
I'm not telling you. I'm not doing the job. You're doing the job.
Oh man, this was the pain in the button. I might cross thread this one.
You're not going to cross thread any of them. What are you doing?
I'm trying to turn it the other way. I still don't think you're right about this Loctite.
Just, if you think I'm wrong, just move it down the length of the bolt more.
No, I'm gonna do it like you say, because I've never put on Loctite before.
Right.
What if it falls off while you're...
That'll be a problem then, won't it?
Yes. Alright. Now for these last ones. Oh, and now I need a bigger Allen wrench.
Right over your shoulder. There you go.
Can you hold my clamp?
Yeah. I think probably not with your hand in there.
Alright, there we go.
Easy peasy.
Alright, I'm gonna put a little Loctite on
Now
here.
that's such a short bolt. If you want to put it over the whole length of it, you can. It doesn't really matter.
So let me ask you this. If you put Loctite on something, it's supposed to keep it from vibrating loose.
Uh-huh.
Is it any more difficult to remove it after you've had Loctite on it?
Yes. That's a good question, because people don't think about that.
So what do you have to do differently than just like using this ratchet to unscrew?
Well, if it's the blue, it's not anything usually any different. It just maybe comes out a little harder. If it's the red
Yeah.
Loctite, then you've either got to heat it up with like a torch, or use an air tool, or curse and swear a lot and beat on stuff with hammers and pipes. Or what I like to do, my personal favorite, is to just break the bolt off.
And call it a whore?
Well, yeah, maybe call it a whore.
See, now this one is kind of crooked. It's kind of cockeyed, so it might give me a problem.
You want me to hold it again?
Yeah, maybe if you hold it, there, you hold it, and then I'll take it out.
Look at that. Teamwork.
Yeah. See, it's a good thing you have me, because you wouldn't have been able to do this by yourself.
Oh, you're right. You're so right. Do you remember that time we put the one on the Honda?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have done this before. I just forgot.
Right,
didn't
right.
remember.
You weren't there.
All right, I should probably hold that.
You should probably do it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is taking longer than 30 minutes.
Well, I had some issues.
I wasn't saying nothing to you. That was between me and my YouTube audience.
Oh man. It's not mounting up as nicely. Oh man. I think I just got Loctite in my hair.
The old skid plate works as a good... Whoops.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Well, these may not be the droids I'm looking for, but this is the skid plate I'm hoping to get installed.
If you don't like the way that I do it, you can just
Didn't say
uninstall it.
anything.
And this isn't, this one, okay, I'm gonna tighten these back here down first,
Oh, okay.
like the directions said to do. Where's my other ratchet?
The 3/8.
right there.
Yep.
And then I need my other Allen end. All right.
Allen socket. Get a shot of what's happening up here. So it's only 6 bolts.
Yeah. That's it. And they came with the plate, so you don't have to use your old bolts like you wanted to do.
I just asked you if the old ones got used. You don't have to strip it out like you were just doing.
Well, it's so professionally installed that you're never going to have to take it out again.
Oh, you sure you're using the right one for that?
Yeah, I am, but I just stripped that other one out. So this one's
Different size?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, these aren't even Torx bolts.
They're not?
No, no wonder it's been stripping on you. Hold on. So they're not Torx bolt sockets. They are the star shape, which I guess are, these are Torx. The other ones are Allens. So these are Torx bolts.
Are you sure this is supposed to be
I'm
like
not
this?
sure. I didn't do the job. You did. What do you keep doing to your head?
There's a gnat flying around my eye.
Oh.
I must think that I'm dying over here. Well, it's tightened down as far as it's going to go.
I'll check it afterwards.
But it still doesn't seem like it's flush. I shouldn't say it that way. It's not flush.
I see that it's not flush, but and maybe that might be what that guy was talking about, that he had to remount his pre-drilled holes.
Oh,
Maybe that's it, because they're not long enough where you can move those bolts so they go in straight
Yeah.
and flush.
all right.
But I don't care. I'm not that
This
much
one's
of a
better than this one.
perfectionist. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I can see it.
Alrighty. I don't think that...
These are also stars, so see, let's go with a different size. Let's try this one, see if that fits. It does.
What size is this?
I don't know, you gotta read it.
Let's see. So this is a...
I saw something printed right here, but I can't
Oh,
read
yeah.
that.
This looks like it says I do. It's 130? It looks like it says
T30.
HV 130
No, I don't know.
or T 130.
All right, so that's a
There's not enough
T130.
light in here. Yeah. Yeah, this one is not.
That's just a T30.
Okay. Let's see. These back here are the same. It's like it needs a smaller size.
Well, we got a small,
But surely they wouldn't make one that's a different size than everything else.
no,
It needs to be smaller than this.
and don't call me Shirley. Yeah, try that.
Okay, Nancy.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that one's better. Okay.
that it?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna check them real quick, just because you're not a certified torque specialist.
No. See?
That's a take.
See? Look how much coverage it is.
That's beautiful. I like that. And the hole is good here for the drain. Okay, she did it. She installed it. It is 7:19, 19 hours. So I don't know what time we started this. I think it was 6:30 or thereabouts. But it's on. Did it all by herself. I didn't help. Skid plate covers a lot better. This is the Ricochet. I'm gonna get the radiator guards probably from Emperor, but I haven't ordered them yet. But that looks pretty protective there. At least with the hoses. They're a little bit better than they used to be. So that's this side. And here's the other side. See, those bolts don't line up exactly right. I think that if we were to take a file and maybe lengthen those slots a little bit more, we could get that in there straighter. But I don't I don't think it's that big of a deal. And it comes back, doesn't really cover much over here on the side, but it comes back a good bit and extends out past the frame. So I think that's gonna be good. That's gonna do a good job. You can see here on the frame, I'd already gotten a scrape with no protection. So this Ricochet skid plate should do a good job. So Patty, you wanna give me your thoughts on it? What'd you think of the job? How was it? Don't touch your face, you got Loctite on stuff.
I know. Well, I think the only difficulty that I had was the lining up the bolts part, but
Go ahead, you
I don't
look
know
at the camera and
that-
talk. Way over here.
I don't know that everybody would have that issue.
Would you say it was easy?
Yeah, I would say that it was easy. I think it probably, if I were to install another one, then it'd go a lot.
Look at the camera, don't look at me.
It would go a lot easier than that one did, since that was the first one that I've done. Yeah.
So it was so easy a blind could do it.
It was so easy my husband could do it.
There's only one thing left to do.
You gonna take it for a test ride?
You are.
I am.
Whoever installs it's gonna test ride it.
That wasn't the agreement.
Oh, that's the agreement.
Whoever installs it gets the ride.
Oh, you want me to take you for a ride?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can do that. You want to put the sticker on? Or at least,
It looks like it probably needs to be cleaned first.
yeah, there's a rag right there.
It's got stuff on it.
It's okay, take the rag and wipe it off it. So just so everybody's clear, I'm not putting stickers on the bike because I'm sponsored or anything like that, or I'm a wannabe dirt biker. I just can't stand these big white covers. I don't know why Kawasaki did that. Everything else on the bike looks good, black and green and gold. Why they put those big white panels on there, I don't know. But they did, so my goal now is just to cover them in stickers because I didn't want to paint it.
How about right there?
Wherever you want it to go.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
right.
care.
I did the install. I get
That's
to
right,
put it
you get to
wherever
pick.
I want to go.
Okay, so the next time that we do something, you'll be installing the radiator guards, I guess.
Oh, good. That needs to be.
Yeah, it's gotta buy them.
Alrighty, there we go.
All right,
Now it doesn't
looks
look
good
so
enough. Well, there it is, everyone. The installation of, oh, there's the old one.
bad. The old one.
The installation of the Ricochet skid plate on our 2021 KLX300. Total time is anywhere from 15 minutes if you're a guy to 45 minutes if you're my wife.
No, you had to give me different tools.
Yeah. But yeah,
And a
anyway.
rag.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. So that's it, we're gonna go for now. That's the new bike we just got, the new 1996 Suzuki Intruder. I haven't done any videos on it yet, but I drove up to New York to get that. So it's a nice bike. I'll be doing some videos on it soon. And over there is the Triumph that we hardly ever get out anymore. But
You wrote it just before you left.
say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Florida Two Wheel Adventures is out.